know when the last time is that we did a full-on social media training. So I got the best of the best on our team to share all of their tips with you about captions, filtering, how to work on Facebook, how to do TikToks and Reels, how to post on your story, how to brand yourself, like all the things social media. So if you're pumped about that, I want you to drop a 1. If you're like, I've been needing help with this, I'm excited about getting some of these tips and tricks with you. And so y'all know who I am about affirmation. So make sure that every time people are speaking that you are, there's not a dead second in this chat. I want it to be blown up the whole time, because that's going to make sure that you are staying engaged and staying plugged in, because I know that it's very easy to get distracted. And like always, make sure that you're off your phone, that you flip it over just to avoid that distraction, and make sure that you have something to write notes with. This is going to be a very information-packed training that you'll want to make sure that you write down stuff with. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump into this. Let me open up our social media training so I can put this in order. I'm going to go in order of the chat here. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to start off with is something that I feel like is so stinking important when it comes to your Instagram. So drop a 2 if you're like, I really would love help on Instagram on how to write my own captions, how to make sure that I'm, editing my pictures, like what content do I post? And so we are going to start with Sarah. I need to make y'all co-host so that you can do your thing. There's 2 Sarahs on here, so hopefully I make the right one co-host. Did I do that one right? Can you unmute yourself, Sarah, or do I need to do that other one?
Yeah, that's right. I have my phone on too, so I could screen share a few things as well.
Okay.
So
You want me to make that a co-host too?
Yeah, if you can.
All right. So Sarah is stinking amazing at social media, y'all. She is so good at content and colors and presets and all the things. And so I'm going to drop her Instagram in here while she's talking, and y'all need to follow her because you'll get so many good tips from her. But Sarah, go ahead and take it away with all of your tips about how to create captions, how to make your posts, all things social media.
Yeah. Okay, y'all. So I know that you all know that now being in a social media marketing business, the biggest thing is your platforms, right? So whether that be Facebook or Instagram, they are now kind of like your storefront. So if you opened up a new store, like that's your profile is now your store. So you want it to be appealing, you want it to draw people in, you want it to showcase who you are. So the biggest things that I want to talk about first are the first things that you should do on your profile. So coming into this business, I know you don't know probably a bunch about social media. You might not know the ins and outs, but that's what we are here for, to teach you. So if you have anything to start off with, some basic things that you can do are looking at your bio on Instagram and Facebook, looking at your profile picture, making sure it has good lighting. It shows you, hopefully you have a picture that has just you, because if you have 2 people in the picture, then it can be confusing to some people who you are. So finding a picture that is good lighting, it's your profile picture that's just you, finding a bio that talks about who you are, kind of serves your purpose or what your purpose is, and it's out front. So that way it's clear when somebody comes to your page, who you are, what you like, what you do, those things. And then what I'm going to talk about is your pictures. So starting off with a picture, not every picture is going to be great. Not every picture is going to have the best lighting, or it's not going to be your favorite, but whenever you can slap a preset on it, it really just like brings it to life. Even the pictures that you might not think are great can become great by having some editing on them. But some of the biggest tips I have for now that you're sharing so many pictures online, and you may not have done that before, some tips are having good lighting. So making sure you're taking pictures at the right time of day. I would not take a picture right now outside because it's dark outside. I wouldn't take it in my room with this lighting right now. This isn't great. If you absolutely had to, then being in front of a light like I am right now is preferred. But if I turn my light off, I would not post a picture with that lighting on it. And then making sure, so you can go next to a window, you can go outside, whatever it is, but lighting is like the best part of or the most important part of your picture. And that's what's going to make it something that's appealing, because a dark picture is never going to be something that somebody's drawn to. And then so lighting, and then you're showing your face. So don't cover up your face. Don't do anything to where people like you just want to show who you are. So I'm going to screen share on my phone how I edit pictures. So the apps that I use are Lightroom, Over, and Unfold. Right now is what I'm using for stories, is the Over and Unfold apps. And I think those were put in the chat. But I'm going to show you how I use Lightroom on my phone. Let's see if it'll pop up. And this is how I edit all of my pictures to make sure that they look similar to each other. So I'm going to open up my Lightroom app. This is the apps that I use every day for pictures. So I use Lightroom, PicsArt, Over, Unfold, and then Pinterest is where I get things that give me inspiration, whether that be an inspirational quote that helps me with making a caption or something that I want to put on my story, like this or that, something that people have to vote on. I can go to Pinterest and find that. But Lightroom is where I'm going to edit photos at. So I'm going to bring y'all to, I'm going to upload a different photo. That's not me, so we don't stare at me. Okay, well, we'll just use one of these photos. Okay, so this picture that I had today is not, this is what it would normally look like. So this picture, I know it might be, it's superposed. So I did this on purpose for a specific reason, but not all pictures are going to be superposed like this, but the purpose is to show you the lighting. So see, this is the lighting beforehand, and this is the lighting afterwards because I put this preset on it. So I kind of make my own presets by going into the Lightroom app, messing around with lighting, and this does take some practice, so don't worry if you don't get it off the bat. You can also go on Etsy and find presets on there that make it a lot simpler for you to just like copy paste it. So I mess around with lighting here as you can see. So with these shadows, like if I brought it down like this makes it really dark, and I don't want it to be really dark, so I'm bringing that up to make it really light. And then you can mess around with colors in your pictures. So I really like for my profile on Instagram to have a lot of bright colors. I'm going to show you it real fast. So you can see my Instagram has really bright colors. I love to have blues showing in there, pinks showing in there. So I go in here, and that's how I make them all consistent, is by messing around with these colors. So if I clicked on orange, that would touch my skin, right? So it's going to change the color of my skin. And I set it to a certain area. The whites will take out, making it look super like dark in the background. If I mess with the whites, you can see that it lightens up the background, and different colors like that. So let's see if I can show you another picture of something that would be edited. So Sleepy Tea, these are just little samples, and they weren't great lighting whenever I first took it, but I fixed it by putting on some presets. So I just messed with the exposure, messed with shadows, and made it a much nicer, more appealing picture than what it was before. And this is what I posted to Facebook talking about samples. So now it looks nicer. It's just bringing people in. Just like if you think about your favorite brand, like they probably have a way that they take pictures and show their products, and they like are appealing to you because of how they do that. And it probably comes down to editing. So this is how I would edit that, messing with colors again. Like I said, if I brought the yellows down, if I brought those up, it would kind of like have a darker tone to it. So you can do that, and you can go to these temperatures and mess it around. So just finding what you like. You can, like I said, you can get presets off Etsy. So I'm going to just show you some of the ones that I have bought before. And so there's different styles. So these are not my style anymore, but they were at one point something that I bought. And so you can have tons of different things, and these showcase your personality. So some people have darker presets, some people have more blue. You can see that this is like a bluer toned preset. So it just depends on your personality. And like I said, my page is a lot of bright colors. So that is Lightroom and how to kind of edit your photos. And like I said, you can buy them off Etsy. You can use Lightroom. You can also use apps like Tezza, but that's what I use. Over is where I make everything that I put on my stories. So you can see on here, I have a ton of different things like schedules, team training stuff, but all of my like stories are going to be from here. So I'm going to show you this one right now. And once it opens, I take my videos on Instagram. So that video was made on Instagram. You can see that it was, I put it on a background and I just put words over it, and it just looks nicer. Not that you have to do this. You can definitely just make a video on Instagram, put words on it, but that's kind of how I like to make my things on Over. So if you just press the plus sign, you can pick a background, or you can pick a free template and put anything on there that you want to make your own stories. And I know we have the photo album, so you can always use that. But if you ever want to make your own things, kind of personalize them, you can do them on this app. And then currently I'm loving Unfold as well. And this is how you kind of like brand yourself through your social media, is by doing stories that are using color, like the same colors in all of them, you're using the same colors. I think it logged me out actually. This is not what it normally looks like. If you're using the same colors on your things that you like, and then using the same type of fonts, like you can use, or you can like create your brand just by doing that. Colors and fonts can create your brand. So in Over or Unfold, I have bought the premium packs, but some of these are free. So all of these should be free. And you can use any of these and insert your pictures, insert your videos, use their fonts that they have on there. So this allows you to have a lot of freedom with making stories however you would like them, making videos. So I use this right now. Like I said, some of them you do have to pay for, and I've paid for them, but other ones are free, like these classic ones on there. But that's basically what I do for editing and sharing photos. Like I said, for Pinterest, if you go on Pinterest and you just look up something like highlight covers, this would be something that you could use on your Instagram to make it all like cohesive. You can look up highlight covers and find like I said, mine is all bright colors. So if I looked up highlight covers bright, I could find bright ones. If you're more of like a neutral tone, like these might be good for you. And this is a good starting point to create like a theme on your Instagram, is finding highlight covers, because then you can start basing the rest of your feed off of what these highlight covers kind of look like. So if I pick this one, now I could start making my Instagram feed more purple tone, peachy, like neutral tones. There's different ones, like this one's orangey. I know that Kayla at one point had a lot of orange in her page. You could have whatever you want in here. So this is a good resource, Pinterest, to find literally anything. You can find wall collages, things to just share on your stories, that kind of like share positivity and inspire other people to break up like the business and the products and things like that. So Pinterest is going to be your best friend. If you didn't know, you can also find It Works stuff on here. So you can find stories on here as well. If you just look up stories, you'll find tons of them there. But that is the biggest tips that I had on photos, editing, and all of those things. If y'all have any other questions though, put them in the chat. I can tell you a lot of things about Instagram, honestly. But that was a lot about editing.
Okay, guys, drop a one if y'all just learned something from Sarah. Y'all would not believe how many times a day I go to Sarah and I'm like, is this cute? Should I do this? Does this work? Because y'all, what I want you to understand is, for those of you that are like, holy moly, that was a lot, I don't know how to do any of that. Sarah did not wake up an Instagram genius, okay? As much as she probably wished she did, she's practiced this so much and she's learned tricks and tips. And when we first started the business, y'all, my stories and my posts were awful, so awful, but it's because I kept working at it and I kept trying new things and figuring out what works for me. Sarah loves bright colors, and like when you go to Sarah's page, that all the things are exactly what you'd expect them to be, but you all have your own aesthetic. You all have the things that you like and what you want on your, your Instagram and stuff. And so just figure out what you love, practice it, find stuff on Pinterest. There's a lot of templates for you, and just go with it. And a lot of those apps that she shared with you, something I love about Sarah, she's always used the free version. Half the stuff that she made when she first got started was all on the free version. So you don't even have to pay for it. But Sarah, yeah, you can go for it.
Yeah, that too. I never paid for anything until recently. That Unfold stuff, I was like, this stuff is just too cute, I have to pay for it. But on Over, I don't pay for anything on there either. I use PicsArt for a lot of stuff. But the other thing I wanted to say is, if you don't already have your profile public, I know a lot of people say to have it on private, and some say public, but right now with the reels and how they can be pushed out to different audiences and outside of just who you know, I highly recommend having your profile public. If you can switch it to a business or a creator account, because that gives you a lot of insights to when people are online. So when like good times to post, it'll show you that. It'll show you like the age groups of people on your page, what like percentage of men to women. It'll tell you a lot of things about your page. So if you don't already, I would recommend public. And it doesn't matter if you have business or creator, whichever one, they're both going to allow you to see a lot of insights. So it'll help you with when to share and what to share on your page.
Love that so much. I'm so excited. Who's ready to revamp their Instagram? I know I am. I'm like, maybe I should change it all. I don't know. I'm just feeling really excited right now. Okay, so we are going to go to the next person, and that is Kayla. So Kayla is going to be sharing all things TikTok and Reels with you. So I want y'all to drop in the chat if y'all have done a Reel or a TikTok. I want you to drop a 1. If you've like, I've done those, I love them, they're amazing, they changed my business. I will tell you that I have watched them personally not only change my business, but also Kayla's. And she's got so many views, so many new distributors, so many followers. And so Kayla, take it away with all of your tips.
Okay, what's up, you guys? So the first thing is that I want to share, because I'll forget if I don't say it right now. Highly recommend having your Instagram name and your TikTok name the exact same. And the reason being is you want them to if they find you on TikTok, you want them to be able to go find you on Instagram too, really easily. You don't want to have like, and also if you can make it just your name, like Shay's a good example though, like Savage Shay, like, but her first name is actually Savannah. Hint, hint, if y'all didn't know that. But I mean, that's her name. Mine is strictly Kayla Sims. That's my tag and everything. And it used to be Kayla Michelle 95, but I grew actually my following, I feel like a lot more once I changed it to Kayla Sims. Super simple. Your name always like won't always be like available or whatever maybe, but like throw a period on the end of it, something like that, a number, something like that. Keep it really simple so people can easily find you. Oh, Savannah. Okay, so going into, I'm going to talk about a little bit about like content planning as well with like a busy schedule and stuff. The easiest way, y'all, I used to have 3 jobs. Like right when I joined, this is like my 3rd job and everything. I worked full-time at a boutique, and then I also taught dance at night when I started this business. And it was really hard for me at first. Like, what the heck do I post? Even though I worked at a boutique and like, I didn't like the pictures I took at my boutique for their clothing. I just didn't really like them and everything, but it didn't hold me back from like literally sticking my phone in a mannequin's pants to take a selfie to post on my Instagram. Like I didn't have a tripod or anything like that. You just have to get creative and start doing it. Like I remember talking to Shay about it. Like I am so scared to post. I'm scared like this person's going to judge me. This person that I don't care about, even know their name. They're going to judge me and everything. Just have to do it. You just have to start right now. Have to start posting. It gets easier. And like, honestly, it just gets like, you definitely makes you feel more confident over time once you start taking those pictures and doing those reels and doing those TikToks and everything. So as far as like creating like TikToks and stuff in reels, really planning on that. If you have a full-time job, like during the week, if you're a mom or anything like that, and you have a super busy schedule, pick one day, like on a weekend or something, while your kid's napping. I don't care if you make them with a ring light at 10 p.m. at night, make literally so many at once, and you'll have inventory for that week. It's super, super easy to get caught up in like making them and stuff, but get caught up in making them for an hour. Like it's so worth it, just because you can just literally go change your t-shirt if you're at home and make a few like whatever, and then you have your TikToks or your reels for that week. And take a selfie while you have that shirt on, and then you got a selfie or something to post as well. Y'all, you just got to start doing it. I promise, like you'll kind of figure out like kind of what like works for you best. But that's kind of what I do. Like we were sitting on work Zoom earlier, and I did not want to go put on makeup. Like I was with Sarah, and I was like, Sarah, tell me to go put on some makeup to go make some TikToks. I always make like usually my TikToks on Mondays because I teach dance twice a week. I was like, tell me to get up right now. Tell me to do it. And then I got off and I just went and made like 10 TikToks, and it was super, super easy and super quick. I actually, like, it used to take me like 2 hours, not gonna lie, but it honestly only took me about like 30 minutes, like to make like 10 TikToks and stuff. And guess what? I can use those as reels too. It's a great thing about social media these days. They're all like working together. They're all competing. So we get to share multiple content on all things. So it really doesn't take long once you just kind of start doing it. So just pick a day out of your week, really just like plan, sit down. I know you're probably maybe scrolling through Instagram and be like, oh, Sarah's post was so cute today. Like I want to do that. Plan on that. Go plan on going to buy some Tiff's treats or whatever, and go take a dang picture like her Sunday. I mean, why not, right? I thought it was so cute. I was like, why haven't I done that? So you just gotta find some people that really inspire you as well. And before I forget, I actually am going to drop some tags in the comments really quickly. So nobody comment real quick. For some people that you can go follow, because now I'm about to go into this. These are some people that I follow, and I put mine on there too, that I go and watch their TikToks and stuff, and I copy their stuff. But I also, y'all, if they're doing like a pointy thing one, like and all that, go find a different sound and put it to it. One that's trending and stuff. Because I'm about to show you like kind of how to edit a reel really quickly. I did a training already, and it's in the team page in Boss Tribe on how to edit a TikTok. So I'm not going to take really a lot of time to do that, but I'll show you really quickly how to put a cover photo on your Instagram reels and stuff like that. But those are people's TikToks. And probably honestly, like those are their Instagram names too, 100%. So go follow them. They're really honestly like they make some good content and stuff. I feel like I'm everywhere. Sorry. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen now and show y'all how to edit this real quick. All right, so I just picked this random one. And this girl isn't in our business. She's like a content creator or something on Instagram. Just super easy, simple. I don't know if, can y'all hear it? I don't think y'all can.
No.
There it goes. Okay, super easy, right? So what we're gonna do real quick. Hello, it's me. Ready for a catfish? It's me. Okay, so the thing is about Instagram really cool is that you can put filters on it. That's something you can do on TikTok, but you have to do it after. But flawless skin, I'm about that life. So all you have to do is click that little effects guy, and then I have, oh, didn't mean to do that, but whatever, effects guy, and you can use any of these that you maybe saved. So I'm going to use this guy, but I'm going to actually show y'all real quickly how to, oh, did I not press it? Okay, so watch me film real quick. Okay, I don't want that. That's not what I want. So how you delete them, discard. Okay, so now I'm just gonna do it real quick. So you're going to set a timer. You can set it to here or there or whatever. It's gonna count down for 3 seconds. You're gonna press the middle button, 3, 2, 1. Easy enough, right? Okay, so there I am. We're gonna click, just tap on the screen and you're gonna be able to type whatever you want. Let me turn this down. Oh, is it gonna turn down? It's not good, there we go. Okay, so you're gonna be able to type whatever you want. Say this, I don't know what that says. Let's just say HASN, you can click that. Let me type something else, blah, blah, blah. Hands, that's what came up. So you're gonna see down here at the bottom where you can actually set like how long you want your word or whatever to say. So then you click hands and see, let's wait till it goes, HSN goes away, click, and let's go here. So now you're going to watch it, done. Well, that's a great example, right? There it goes. See how it went away and went away? Whatever. Okay. Pretend I did a whole thing now. Obviously, those aren't the words. You're going to put a cover photo on it. That's me screenshotting TikToks. Sure, we'll say that one. That's how you put a cover photo. Then you want to do your caption or whatever. I say stay away from hashtags just because I don't know what it is with Reels, but like I feel like it doesn't really benefit that much. And honestly, on TikToks too, I think it's reaching too many people in a way. Keep it really simple. Keep it link in bio, whatever your TikTok or Reel is about. But then I would just share, or you can save as your draft. And the reason I put cover photos on it is because you wanted to keep it on your page. And then you also want to share it to your story because it gets more views. Sorry, I hope y'all are keeping track and everything. But share it to your page, gets more views because it ends up on people's not for you page. How do you get to the, I don't know, whatever. The page that, yeah, that page.
The search button in the bottom left.
Oh, I did that. It just didn't pop up. But yeah, see, there's Kristen Kirkendall right there. Like she's on my whatever page. So that's about it on that. I hope y'all are following along. So sorry, but that's a little bit of gist. Like it's super easy, super simple. You just have to play with it at the end of the day, and you'll get better at it. I feel like I get super nervous, like sharing my screen and stuff and doing those on like actual Zoom. But just play with it. Ask questions at the end of the day. That's what I did. I literally just copied everything Shay was doing. Everything like Morgan was doing on our TikTok first when I downloaded TikTok, because I did not even want to like really even do anything with TikTok at first. And then I honestly struggled with Reels too. I was like, I don't know if I want to mess with Reels, but guess what? Morgan said on a Zoom one day that she gained over like 15,000 or 10,000 followers or something like that just from posting Reels. And I was like, dang, I've been missing out. So it's not only going to, boost like your business and everything, but it's also going to grow your following. It's a really easy way to do so. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. Okay, I think that's about it. If I think of something else, I'll share.
No, that was so good. Drop a 2 in the chat if y'all just learned how to make some reels and now you're like, okay, I'm gonna make some reels tomorrow because Kayla Sims told me to. So I saw a couple questions of people saying, how do you create content? So she mentioned that she has like all those people that she wanted y'all to follow. That's how, okay? We copy and paste. All those screenshots that she had in her stories is when I go watch someone's reel, I just screenshot all the words and then I go type them and do exactly what they just did. Kayla, do you have any other last minute tips on how you specifically create content if you're not copying somebody?
It's more just like be yourself, be authentic. Like I didn't say this and I was about to say it. Like I was making some TikToks earlier, but like don't just incorporate, like just don't do like business TikToks and reels like back to back to back to back. You're going to grow your following because people are relating to you. So if you're a mom, do some mom TikToks. If you love cooking, do some cooking TikToks. If you are a dog mom, do some dog mom, like whatever it is. If you have a full-time job, show that full-time job while you're doing this part-time job. Like put your life into this business. And I know we're going to kind of get more into that, but same thing goes with TikTok and reels and stuff. If you don't have like lots of ideas and stuff, it doesn't have to just be copying like the business ones. You can find a funny one. Like y'all, I did a Mean Girls one earlier. That was like, it was like the one, which Mean Girls character or whatever do I sound like? But I'm going to post it. I feel like completely silly because I have all my dance kids on there, but I know it's going to attract people to my page. Hopefully we'll see, but it's going to attract people to my page and then they're going to scroll through my page and see my business ones. So that's kind of why I wanted to say too, you don't have to create all these ideas. The ideas are already there on the platform. You just have to go do them. And then you'll start getting creative and stuff. I did one earlier too. Sorry. Shay did, whatever the Morgan Wallen song is or whatever, but I did it with cutting my hair and I haven't seen that one yet. I think I'm creative. I'm sure it's been done. It's like cut my hair or go to jail. And it's like whatever, banging my head on the window, cop car bull, that stupid one. But I was like, I haven't seen that yet. I feel so creative, even though probably somebody's done it already, but you'll start having fun with it, honestly.
Yeah, and I think too, especially with TikTok and Reels, it's like all the videos that I'm creating, I'm going to see more of those when I'm watching them. And so I get so many ideas on Reels. I'll actually send them to Sam or send them to other people on our team and in our chat so that we can remake them because I literally copy everybody. All of my best TikToks are ones that I've copied from other people. So I do a reel and then a live post. And then the next day I'll post a reel. And then the next day I'll post a live post. It also helps with content. I don't have to post pictures every day. I can post a picture and then I can post a video and I can post a picture and then I can post a video. TikTok, I post a ton. TikTok, I just post as many as I possibly can in a day. But Reels, I try to space them out because they are more of like a content thing for me. So Kayla, so good. Learned so much from that. Okay. Sam is going to be talking to you about all things brand, sharing on your story, talking about your life, making sure that you're meshing your personal life and your business together. So make sure that y'all hype her up in the chat and share anything that she shares with you.
Okay, hello friends. So I'm actually really excited about this because this is one of my favorite things about social media. But I also just want to remind you too, if you're new or if you're like, wow, those pages are so pretty. Just know, we all did not start here. Okay, if you scroll to the depths of our Instagrams, you will find the tragedy that we started with, and it just gets better over time. So just know that practice makes perfect. And another good thing with branding yourself is a super good way to grow your following. So when I started this business, I only had 200 followers. So insane to me think about now. Now I built it to over 4,000, which is crazy. And I've done that organically. I don't use any bots or anything to my network. Something that's supporting your is so massive, especially in a business like this, because you do see a lot of us on here, right? Even though there's not a lot of us in the world doing this business, there's still a bunch of us. And so you want to make sure that you're being yourself and you're being the most authentic version of yourself, because that's the only way people are going to relate to you. So for instance, I want to test it, but drop in the chat. If you had to pick 2 things that Shay loves, what would they be? Drop it in the chat. Food, Taco Bell, sad. No, so true though. Okay? TJ Maxx, Taco Bell. It's the first 2 things. Why is because she does such a good job, 1, going there, and 2, she does a good job talking about it. So it's what you guys thought when you think of her. So that's like she's creating her brand with that. So the next time you go to TJ Maxx, you're probably going to think like, oh, I wonder what Shay's buying. Like, she's probably here too. That's creating your brand. And it's also creating, you know, that idea for people to think about you. So every time you step into a TJ Maxx, you think about Cheyenne. Like that's so powerful, because the second you do that, with anything else comes along with that. Let's say you start talking about like losing weight or wanting to lose weight. Well, you're like, okay, well, I just about Cheyenne because at TJ Maxx, but wait, I've been wanting to lose weight. She has something for that. And that's what your brand does. So like me personally, mine is food. I'm obsessed with food. I'm a huge foodie. If you're on my Instagram, it's food all day long. I'm a dog mom every day. I'm a follower of Christ. I'm a Christian, of course. So Jesus is all over my page. I'm in a relationship. I'm engaged. So most people will find that out. And those are things that you can see right off the bat when you go to my page. So I just want to show you like how important that is. And another great thing too is that your bio should sum up the things that you want people to know about you. So when people join this business, they think like, okay, business post, copy. It's not like that, okay? I want you guys to remember that it's still you. It's your business and you want people to join you. You need people who are like you and have interest in the same things that you do. And then you can sprinkle your business in on top of that. So you want to keep your page still like 80% personally to whatever you were doing before you started this business, like whatever you were talking about before, keep doing that. And then you want to sprinkle in your business posts here and there. If you ever go like, watch my stories or anything like that on social media, you'll notice like I post a lot about my day. And it's because I want people to know, for one, that I didn't start with all of the freedom. So I started as a restaurant manager and I had no time for nothing. So when I first started this business, everything on my story was me in a pantsuit, literally, because I didn't live anything else. It was not having time. It was eating takeout all the time. It was spending way too much money on gas, sitting in traffic. And I wanted people to know that I was a normal human being fitting this business into my regular life, because it's easy to look at us now and you're like, oh, well, it's easy for them now. They're at home. We didn't start here. And so just know that, you know, if you're a full-time mom, if you're a full-time student, if you're a full-time student and working, I was a student athlete working 3 jobs. So I made sure people knew that I had no time in the world, because I could still fit this business in, and it showed them that they're have psycho schedules just like I did and can still do this business. And that's the powerful like tool we use of social media. So just remember, like, it's not all business. It's more about you. You're selling yourself, you know, you're selling like who you want to attract, who you want to work with, because you get to pick who's on your team. So you want people who are going to work hard like you do. You want people who have the same beliefs as you. You want people who have the same opposite as you. It's not like that job where you walk in and you hate half the people you work with. We don't get to do that here. Like, we get to pick our people. And that's the coolest thing, is because like literally my team is full of like positive Sallys. And that's what I want around me. Another great thing is I figure those 5 things. I always say 5. Pick 5 things you want people to know about you and fly with those by the seat of your pants. Those should be the first thing that people notice when they page. Those 5 things that I talked about, you know, being Christ-filled, being engaged, having dogs, that's all in my bio. So the second somebody clicks my page, they're going to know exactly what they're getting their hands on. And then I make sure that my page matches that as well. Another great tip and trick is that your post on your page should never look like a car salesman. Okay. We don't want to look like Google and Facebook ads. You want to make sure that you look like you're a normal human being. All of my pictures, if someone were to scroll through my page, none of this screams, hey guys, I do it works, I sell wraps and this and that. Like, none of that screams that. But what it does do is it shows people that while I do this business, I still get to live my life. And because of this business, I have the freedom to do the things that I want to do. And they click my post, you know, I have people come to me all the time and they're like, okay, what is it that you do? You know, because I've done such a great job of sharing my life that they're stuck in an office of 4 building walls like I was, but now I get to live this life of freedom because of this business. And that's what my posts show. So I want you guys to drop a 4 in the chat if you joined this business because you saw somebody posting. And there better be 4s all up in this chat, because I know y'all didn't find this on Indeed. Okay. Listen, that's what's important, you guys. Just get out there and share, okay? It's literally just about sharing and being yourself. It's not about being perfect either. So I want you guys to take that whole, like, I need to look like this influencer blogger and toss it in the trash, because we all sit here doing our jobs and we're like, oh God, I can never look like her. I look like a troll half the time. I'm literally wearing this like gangster eagle sweatshirt. Like, no, I'm not a blogger. Okay. So you have people to know that you're just authentic and real. And the more you can show that in your posts, the more genuine people and connections you will attract. And then just making sure that you're being consistent throughout the day. So I just post like little tidbits here and there of like me eating out with James, or me taking my dogs for a walk, me signing a distributor while I'm at the beach. Like that, I signed 3 distributors today while I was eating lunch. Like, this business is a no-brainer, you guys. And the more consistent you can be with like showing that you're a real human and that you can show them how to do this too, that's going to help you tremendously, and you're going to be so successful. So I hope that helped. But
so good. Drop a 4 in the chat if you were like, okay, I need to start sharing more about my life on my Instagram. Okay. Who feels personally victimized by Regina George? Okay. All of you, you need to make sure that you're sharing your life, you guys. Like, if you need to know where I am, like all my newbies on here that are like, yo, where's Shay? Just go on my story. You'll figure out what it is that I'm doing. If I'm not replying to you, you can go on my story and I'm probably doing something. And so I make sure to document my life and my business together so that people can not only see that I do this business, I'm a normal person, I like things that they like, I go through struggles, I don't just share the good, I also share the bad. I share the stressful parts of my day, I share the backstory about my business, I share the Taco Bell runs at midnight that I definitely shouldn't be doing because I meal prepped for 2 weeks, like doing all these great things. I share all of it. And so please make sure that you're documenting your day. And I know at first it's gonna feel weird, okay? It's gonna feel weird if you've never done a network marketing business or worked from social media, okay? Right? Any of y'all feel weird? Can we be honest here? If you're like, hey, I feel weird doing that, I'm sorry, I don't know. Because you've never done it before. If you don't start, you're never going to get better at it. I sucked at social media when I got started. Just like Sam was saying, I laughed because it's like my posts were awful. Sam's first post, I creeped on her Instagram the other day. The first post was a packet of keto coffee in the grass in the front yard. And she said, get my keto coffee.
close your mouth, can't stand you.
Like, literally, it was so bad. And when I go back to my first post, it was a black and white photo of me holding up the original box of the wraps. And I said, hashtag join my team, black, green, and bling. Y'all, look at me now, okay? I'm over here with 30,000 followers that I did not wake up with. I worked for them. I shared. I did reels. I did TikToks. I posted every day. And so if I can't hammer anything else in your head tonight, that's what I want to hammer into your head, is that you've got to do all of these things that they said consistently. Okay. You can't do a TikTok and go viral in one day, which maybe you'll get lucky and do that. But Kayla posts them every day. You can't wake up and just automatically know how to work social media and be a queen at social media like Sarah. You got to be consistent every single day. You can't just wake up and be good at stories. And I'm getting preachy at y'all because I just want you to understand the importance of doing something consistently. Build it. I started It Works 4 years ago with 300 followers on my Instagram, not knowing a single clue how to post, how to edit, how to do anything. We didn't even have Instagram stories. We didn't have TikToks. We didn't have reels. Y'all have resources like never before. Okay. Y'all can reach millions of people. I looked at my insights the other day on my Instagram and it said 1 million plus of how many people I've reached from me just using my social media. Okay. I'm a normal small town gal just using my Instagram to build an empire and change the world. Okay. You just got to start. And if you start, you're going to get better and better and better and better. And then you're going to be able to make an impact and you're going to be able to start changing lives from you figuring it out, because social media is literally right here. You have your hands on millions of people. And I promise you that if you just start and just start sharing and you're authentic and you're yourself, you will be successful. So we're going to go into Facebook. Now, Facebook is something that I used to work really, really, really heavily. And then I fell in love with Instagram. I still work both. So you're obviously, I mean, drop a 2 down here in the chat if you feel like you love Facebook more. There are definitely some people that love Facebook more, that get more results from Facebook, that you like posting on Facebook. There's more things on there for you. So there's a lot of you on here. So we have Elena on here. Elena is killing it right now with her business. She is mass enrolling customers. I can't pull up her name, so maybe we'll skip her and come back to her. Yeah, we'll skip her and come back to her. Okay, we're going to come back to Elena, but we're going to skip over to Mariah, which goes directly into what we were just talking about of, nope, I did not mean to do that. Okay, I'm going to unmute you, Mariah. So, Mariah is going to be sharing authenticity with you. She's going to be sharing how to be your own person because y'all are going to fall in love with this little nugget. Okay, she's a ray of sunshine, and she's going to share all her tips with you about how she creates her brand on her social media.
Thank you. And amen, because you were just preaching, like literally. And I was gonna backbone a lot of what Sammy just said, because being authentic and branding yourself and showing who you are is such an amazing part of what we get to do, because we all sell the same exact thing, but it's like how you create it and what you make of it special. So just being you and just showing who you are is the most exciting thing, because we are growing all of these followers as we're like growing our network each day, but we want to build a relationship with these followers to just get to know them and for them to know our story, because we're a light, like we signed up to be an influencer, to influence the people on our feed, for us to be just positive, and as they're scrolling, because there's crap all over social media all the time, just something that's gonna give them a boost of like just an opportunity, just sharing some sort of light and just hope in their life. So as you're doing that, you still want to be authentic, because you don't want to just be preaching to them as you're building a relationship. They want to know that they can relate to you. They want to know like that you've had hard times too. Like Shay said, like it's not always been easy. She came from a small town and has a lot of like deep history. We all do. And they want to know that you're real too. And that helps a lot. Not only just sharing on your story like consistently throughout the day, so they know that you're not like just a robot sharing like slides or just sharing your business, like sharing more of who you are and that what you like to do, and those 5 pillars that Sammy was talking about, just like your core values. But just also sharing in your captions and such, like just more about you, so they can understand you, like where you're coming from and why you want this, because it's going to create a passion with them, and they're going to buy you. I always tell my girls this: they're going to buy you before they buy the product or before they buy the training opportunity to make more income from their phone. It's the trusting aspect. They want to know that you're not going to screw them over. They want them, like, they just want to be able to trust you and just build that relationship. So just be you, because I like love so many different things and I try to share it. Like food, that's my favorite, music, my curls, I'm always playing with my curls, fashion, just random things, but also just like deeper parts of my life. And you don't have to share everything about your life, obviously, but just for somebody to be able to connect to, because they're watching you, and that's huge. What else was I gonna say? um yeah, that's really all. I just feel like, because people are going to join you because you're you. They're not going to join me. Like, there's going to obviously be people who are attracted to what I share, but there's going to be people out there that want to join you because of who you are. They're not going to join me because they just are attracted to you more of what you share, and they won't know that unless you share it. So yeah, that was my last thing.
And something I want you to talk about too is curly girl Hank. I love that. What I love so much about Mariah is when I go to her page, I know that I'm going to be inspired or excited or empowered by something that she's saying. She's always excited. She's never talking negatively about anything, and she's consistent about it 110%. Like, she is ready to go. She's always posting her celery in the morning. She's doing her yoga. Like, I know that she's going to be doing those things. And so I want you to think about those things for you. And I want you to write them down. I want you to get very, very clear on what is it that you feel like you can offer. And don't be the person who says, I don't have anything to offer. God made you unique. Okay. And there are things about you that I don't have, that Mariah doesn't have, that Kayla doesn't have, that you have. And so what do you feel like it is? Are you good at hair? Are you good at being positive? Are you good at inspiring people? Are you good at makeup? Are you good at fashion? Are you good at painting? I don't know what it is. Okay. Whatever it is that you feel like you bring to the table, share more about that, because I'm going to tell you what, okay, I'm going to tell you that half the people that join me, okay, they love TJ Maxx. They love fashion. They love clothes. They love makeup. They love girly things, getting their nails done, because that's why they stayed following me. Okay. When you have people come to your page, have you ever been unfollowed by somebody? You all have, okay? And you're like, well, that was rude, okay? They unfollowed you because they don't vibe with you, and that's okay. There are literally 3.6 billion people on social media. And so they're gonna go, like if I was not a mom, I would not be following a ton of other moms because I do not relate to you and I'm not that part in my life. And so when people come to follow me, they follow me for the things that they relate to me on. If they don't, they're gonna unfollow me. And y'all, I get unfollowed by a massive amount of people. And that's okay because they're not my people. Go on to find your people because I'm not your people if you're going to leave, and that's okay. I don't care. So find those things that you love and that you want to be able to share with people and share them every single day. So I'm going to be talking to you about Facebook. So with Facebook, something that's super important with that is making sure that you are sharing stuff from your Instagram to your Facebook. And I actually just linked up my stories from my Instagram to my Facebook. If you haven't done that yet, it was super complicated for me. Sometimes it's really easy, but sometimes it's not. It took me forever. I literally did it like 2 weeks ago. Okay. So go to your Instagram, go to linked accounts and link your Facebook profile so that everything you post to your Instagram story, you can post it on over to your Facebook story and they'll just go directly over so that I'm killing two birds with one stone. Kind of like Kayla was talking about with making TikToks. We post those TikToks on over to Reels so that I'm not making two separate videos. I'm doing one video and sharing it to the masses through two different platforms. So same with Facebook and Instagram. And Facebook is actually where we all do our host to post. So drop a 3 in the chat if you're like, I love host to post. They changed my business. I don't know where I'd be without them. And for those of you that do not understand the concept of HAPs, I'm sure you see that phrase everywhere. Search it in the team page, y'all. We've got videos, we've got scripts. And like I said, just like anything that you're doing, the more that you do it, the more it will make sense. With host to post, this is how I'm branching out my network. This is how my friends have grown so much. This is how I'm getting interaction on my stuff, of how I'm consistently getting customers, because there are thousands and thousands and thousands of people that you're going to be reaching through host to post. Just for an example, okay? Let's say that you post about this Louis Vuitton giveaway. We're giving away a Louis Vuitton bag this month, and we post about this giveaway, and I get 10 people to post about my products on their Facebook. Now, let's say they have 1,000 friends on their Facebook, okay? This is the easiest math I can do. That's why I did 1,010, because we got 1,000. I'm solid on that number, okay? So we got 10 people that post for you. They've got 100 or 1,000 people. Guess how many people you've just reached with your business? 10,000 people, give or take, because their algorithm, okay? Not everyone's going to see it, but that's 10,000 people that could potentially see this post about your business, right? So imagine, like we always tell you to do, 10 host to post every single day on your Facebook, posting about your giveaway. And then, like we just talked about, what is your brand? What are you posting about? I cook a lot and I post a lot of recipes. And so yesterday on my Facebook, I posted a recipe about corn dip. Y'all, people were really excited about my corn dip, okay? They were blowing up that post about what's the recipe and is it good? And that looks so yummy. So with that post, now all these people that are commenting are now going to see my business post. So right after I post something that has nothing to do about the business, I'm going to post about my business, okay? Hey, y'all, want to make some money? You want to get some skinny tea? I'm going to post about that stuff, so now they're going to see it, okay? And then how many of you feel like you can't get any comments on stuff? You're like, no matter what I post, I'm not getting any comments. Nobody's liking it. Okay, let's take it back to 4 years ago when I joined this business. My dad and my upline were the only two people that liked my stuff for a hot minute, okay? A hot minute. We didn't have host to post to grow our business. And so there were moments that I struggled really, really bad with getting interaction on my social media. And that's what I started doing. I went live. Okay. I started going live all the time. And I know some of y'all just like swallowed really hard and you're like, go live on Facebook? Me? Do that? Yes, you start at start, okay? So I was going live, I was posting interaction posts, like something that I just stole from Kayla's Facebook. Nope, don't go copy and paste in everybody's stuff, change it up, always change up the stuff that you see. But it just talked about, whatever is important to you is probably on your lock screen. Show me your lock screen. So now everyone's gonna screenshot their lock screen and post it in the comments. That has nothing to do about the business that they think. But what they don't know is that I'm trying to snag them to start looking at my posts more often. So that's why they're commenting on my stuff. So if you find that you're not getting a lot of engagement on social media, just make sure that you are posting interactive stuff and post stuff about your family, y'all. Like I involve my social media in all aspects of my life. Even before I was doing anything really with my life, it was like, this is happening, or this happened at school today, or this happened, or whatever. Like I share all aspects of it just so I can get interaction with it. And so for those of you that are also afraid of going live on Facebook, guys, something I love about watching y'all go live and the leaders that we do have on here that do, they just get on there and talk. It's almost like a FaceTime. You're getting on there and talking about a little bit about what's going on with your day that day, something that you love. You're talking about your family, maybe a trip that you're going on soon, something that happened for you. And then you plug in the business and the products. I will never just go live about a product. I'll never say, come learn about the cleanse with me. I'll never say stuff like that. I want to get people on there about something that's happening, or I'll do a catchy title and I'm like, oh my gosh, you'll never believe what happened. And all I'm talking about is the fact that I got my skinny tea in the mail. Like, it's not that serious, but I want to draw them into my Facebook from some catchy title and things like that. And so make sure that you're doing things like that. And what I can tell you guys is something that I really want y'all to understand from this, which, by the way, drop a me if you've learned something from this training. If you're like, dude, this was so good, I feel like I learned something and I can actually put this into action. But when it comes to social media, the biggest tip I have for you is to follow the right cats. Okay. When you follow your leaders' example of what they're doing and how they're posting and how they're going live on Facebook and, how they're doing their reels and their TikToks, you're going to learn by watching what they do. Okay. If you spoke on this Zoom tonight, will you drop your Instagram in the comments and someone drop mine? Go follow all these people right now. That's what I want you to do, is go follow these people that just spoke on the Zoom and follow what they do for like a week. Okay. Be consistent and say, oh, Mariah posted on her story, I'm going to post on my story. Oh, Sarah posted about this cute thing and she made this cute filter, I'm going to go do that. Oh, she made this coffee video, I'm going to go on Pinterest and try to make the same thing. Oh, I saw Kayla make this TikTok, I'm going to copy her TikTok. We want you to do that because we're all one team, one mission, and we're not just here to help ourselves be successful. We want to be able to teach every single one of you how to use social media. And I also want to speak to those of you that feel overwhelmed right now, that are like, oh my gosh, there's so many things on social media. Like, I feel like my social media is not where it needs to be. I promise you that the more that you stay consistent with this and the more that you learn at it and grow at it and just try, you will become so much better at it. You've just got to start. And what I would do is just tackle one thing at a time. Like right now, if you feel like you don't have a preset or have a filter, focus on that right now. Focus on what you can handle and go find a preset. I use the app Tezza, T-E-Z-Z-A. That's where all my presets come from. I make all my videos on there. I just have the same preset that I kind of fix up and change. You don't have to use Lightroom. You don't have to use this app. You can find one that you love, that you find a preset that you like. If it's the ones on Instagram, for so be it. Just find something that you like and start with that, and then tackle the next thing. Okay, let's focus on reels. All right, once I get that down, then I'll start focus on the next thing if you get overwhelmed by having too many things going on right now. So I hope that y'all learned something from this. I'm really, really excited for y'all, and we will have this up on YouTube for y'all to be able to have this for any time that you need it to go back on resources. We also have an amazing video. It's in the team page. It's also on my YouTube, and it's called Posting 101. It's super, super informative on how to post. I'm pretty sure Sarah does a whole thing in there, and also about captions and editing and apps and all that stuff. And two things I'm going to leave y'all with. I just went totally hick. I just said two things. Okay. Two things I want to leave y'all with also is captions. Okay. So in the top of our team page, if you click the button announcements, there is two threads at the top of the team page. One is product post and the second is life post. There are captions and pictures that we've already created in the comments of that post. You do have to scroll because we've obviously tagged a lot of people in it, but they're all there for you. You can also go to our Facebooks, take our captions, make them your own, edit them a little bit and make them sound more like you, and put your own twist on everything. And the more that you do it, the easier it will get. Okay. So I hope y'all have a good night. I'll have this up on my YouTube. Thank you, ladies, so much for doing this with me. If you learned and got some value from this, I want you to drop a 1 in the chat. We're proud of you. We're excited for you. And I can't wait to watch y'all all start implementing these things into your business and then start seeing results from them, because that's the best thing ever. Bye, guys. Good night. Oops, it's not letting me cancel it because apparently I'm not the host. What's happening? I didn't realize I started singing and everything. Bye, y'all.